This news update is brought to you by...
Everyone's looking for more space.
How many pairs of shoes do you need?
Closet space.
Circle again, I think I see one.
Parking space.
And that is how Pythagoras' theorem works, understand?
Even headspace. But when it comes to data storage, MyCloud from Lime has plenty of room for you. Upgrade to a Lime data plan of 500 megs or more and get 3 gigs of MyCloud data storage free. It's great for storing photos, music, and much more. So don't delete it. Store it on MyCloud from Lime. It's the only space to be.
Upgrade to Lime!
It's Thursday, February 5, and this is your Barbados Today Evening Update. I'm Kamar Jordan. Begin with news that the Bar Association says it's not responsible for disciplining its members who run afoul of the law. In fact, it says it's being blamed wrongfully. At a news conference to clear the air this afternoon, President of the Bar Association, Tariq Khan, pointed the fingers at the authorities for failing to implement measures to ensure lawyers answer for their actions. Mr. Khan admits the legal profession is not without those who need to be disciplined, but he knocks suggestions that the disciplinary committee is not doing its job. He revealed that it's the Court of Appeal which must act.
As I understand it, there were perhaps 72 complaints last year, 53 the year before, out of a roll call of over 1,000 lawyers. The disciplinary committee works incredibly hard. It makes recommendations to the Court of Appeal, which makes the final decision as to whether a lawyer will be reprimanded or disbarred. I understand from both the chair and the previous chair that there are reports with the Court of Appeal regarding recommendations for certain lawyers, but they have not been acted on. Now, we are not responsible for that, neither is the disciplinary committee, but it gives you an idea of the challenges that we face as a profession and the criticism that are launched against us for things that we are not responsible for.
His comments come on the heels of recent revelations that 2 lawyers, House Speaker Michael Carrington and attorney at law Von der Pyle, had both failed to account for monies owed to a client. Carrington has since paid his outstanding debts, but Pyle is facing a civil suit before the law courts. Meantime, the umbrella body for accountants is offering a solution to help lawyers better manage client accounts. Vice President of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Barbados, Andrew Brathwaite, advises attorneys to make provision for an independent audit of their client accounts to protect themselves, their clients, and the integrity of their profession. He says proper accounting for client money can be complex, and there may be errors even with the best of intentions. He notes that even where a lawyer has qualified accounting staff, independent verification is still best. He believes this could bolster the public's confidence in the legal fraternity. To the law courts now, Special Constable Jimmy Thorne, his brother Jamal, and businessman Ross Ashton were all granted $35,000 bail when they appeared in court today. The 3 are facing a number of drug-related charges, including possession and trafficking. They were ordered to surrender their travel documents. The police officer and Ashton were ordered to report to the court twice a week, while Jamal Thorne must report 3 times a week. The men will reappear in court on April 27th. Lawmen, meantime, have made a breakthrough into the January 6th shooting of LaVere Brooms in Checker Hall, St. Lucie. 22-year-old Tevin Ramon Skeet of No. 2 Crab Hill, St. Lucie, has been charged with using a firearm without a license and wounding with intent. Brooms' left leg was injured in the incident. On to other developments, Jamaican national Kenton Campbell was fined $10,000 after pleading guilty to a number of drug-related charges in the Oistins Magistrates Court today. He was charged with the possession of cannabis, possession with intent to supply, trafficking and importation of cannabis. The 26-year-old arrived in Barbados on January 28th. Police interviewed Campbell and subsequently referred him to the Queen Elizabeth Hospital, where he passed out 40 packets of drugs weighing 1 pound. In other police news, lawmen are searching for a St. Michael woman who's been missing for 1 month now. 65-year-old Marion Coppin of Grisette St. Michael was last seen in the area of Harrison's Cave in St. Thomas around 1 p.m. on Thursday, January 5. Marion, who's 5 feet 6 inches tall, is slim and of brown complexion. She was dressed in a peach armhole shirt, blue jeans, brown sandals, and was carrying a long strap brown bag. She suffers from dementia. Anyone with information on her whereabouts is asked to contact police emergency number 211 or the nearest police station. The Barbados Workers Union is gearing up for its midterm meeting in February. BW boss Tony Moore says the upcoming national budget will be the major talking point. At a news conference this afternoon, Moore also signaled that economic matters are critical and will be critical, as she made a case for no new taxes.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products, great tax benefits. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. Humble beginnings to smart loans, smart savings. Save smart and borrow smarter. That's the move for me. Stability, prosperity. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union.
To the region now, investigators are trying to get to the bottom of an explosion in Maraval this morning. 13 people were injured and at least 4 are in critical condition at the Port of Spain General Hospital. They are being treated for burns, bruises and cuts from flying shards of glass. According to police, employees and several customers were inside the popular El Pisos restaurant when gas tanks attached to the outlet exploded and fire erupted. Exactly 1 year ago today, an outlet of El Pisos restaurant in Woodbrook, Port of Spain, was burned. On the international front, Jordan hits back 2 days after news emerged that ISIS had burned a captive Jordanian pilot to death. Today, Jordanian fighters' jets carried out airstrikes and then returned to fly over the home of the slain 27-year-old pilot. We get more now in the CNN report.
It's about time. I think it sends a strong message. We now see the Sunni moderates in the Arab world now standing up against the Sunni extremists, ISIS, that have perpetrated this horrific killing of this Jordanian pilot. So I think this is a very positive sign, but I think Jordan alone can't do this. We have to enlist the entire Gulf region. But again, going back to Turkey, I think Turkey's key in this one.
And I want to be precise, Phil. This is U.S.-led coalition airstrikes. We assume Jordanian planes were involved in this as well. We're trying to get final confirmation of that. But you see these pictures. There's a message that people want to send, isn't there?
This is pretty clear. Let's talk about two things. The first is the messaging piece here. The Jordanian king gets off the plane. He wants a visual immediately. This goes up on Jordanian TV and says, you wanted vengeance? You've got it. But the second piece of this, Wolf, that'll take weeks or months to work out, and that is, if you want to understand the leadership, the command and control that's responsible for the murder of that Jordanian pilot, you cannot put that intelligence picture together in a couple days. To get to those folks, to get to real vengeance, is going to take months or more.
And on that note, we end our evening update. Be sure, though, to join us again tomorrow morning. Until then, remember to log on to www.barbadostoday.bb. Subscribe to our e-paper or email updates. Or better yet, you can like us on Facebook. If you're moving around Barbados this evening or tomorrow morning, you can catch us on Izumi Media in a bus terminal or Screenplay that's in a supermarket or a gas station near you. Also tune in to Channel 101, that's on Lime TV, or on Mix 96.9 FM to get the very latest news and sports. I'm Kmar Jordan. Be sure to join us again first thing tomorrow morning.
This news update is brought to you by...
Everyone's looking for more space.
How many pairs of shoes do you need?
Closet space.
Circle again, I think I see one.
Parking space.
And that is how Pythagoras' theorem works. Understand?
Even headspace. But when it comes to data storage, MyCloud from Lime has plenty of room for you. Upgrade to a Lime data plan of 500 megs or more and get 3 gigs of MyCloud data storage free. It's great for storing photos, music, and much more. So don't delete it. Store it on MyCloud from Lime. It's the only space to be.